Okay guys, Greg SMTG here. Here's a gameplay video for against Perk CG. I was playing my Selenia EDH deck, and Perk was playing Sliver Hivelord. So let's go ahead and take a look at some gameplay here. I won the die roll. Of course, I'll play first. And running slow. I don't want to skip too far ahead here. Okay. Then no land, can't keep it even with the Soul Ring. So we go ahead and mulligan that. And we get Sensei's Divining Top, which will help us get to what we need to get to. We're already holding Repay in Kind and Angel's Grace. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and keep this. So turn one, go ahead, or we keep the hand. I go ahead and we scry Ivory Tower to the top. So we go ahead and play our Swamp. And then we go ahead and cast our Sensei's Divining Top. And we pass our turn. The mana base for my opponent seems to be a little clunky. A lot of coming to play tap lands. But after talking to him for a little while, he just started playing EDH. So starts off with an Arcane Sanctum. Then back to my turn. Go ahead, tap the Swamp, cast the Ivory Tower, play the Basilica, bounce the Swamp back. My opponent sent me a message saying that he hasn't seen Ivory Tower in forever. And, I was like, don't worry about it. I'm quite a ways off from actually doing anything with it. So, it goes back to his turn. Plays another tapped land. Lucky for me, really slow for, it gives me some time to get up to speed. Gain no life off the Ivory Tower, because, nope, don't have enough cards. We'll go ahead and play a Swamp, and we stay under it again. And we just pass the turn. Then another tapped land for him. So, two, not seriously competitive decks just going after each other. So, end of his turn, I top. And I actually go ahead here and order it back Transcendence, Caves of Koilos, Idyllic Tutor. Come back to my turn. Nothing going on. Play my Swamp, and once again just pass the turn. I didn't want to give him too much information about what I had going on, so I left the Idyllic Tutor in my hand, which I later come to regret, because here he goes ahead and casts Necrotic Sliver. And lucky for me, he was more concerned with getting his slivers out than anything. So we go ahead and top again. And once again, we put Transcendence, Caves of Koilos, or we did Caves of Koilos, Transcendence, and now City of Brass. So, gain no life, but we'll draw the City of Brass, and then we'll go ahead and play it. That way I can start, tinging down my life total just in case, I gotta come up with a plan to get Repay in Kind going. So, I'll go ahead, pass the turn. Another tap land from my opponent, and now he's got Crystalline Sliver, so all of his slivers have Shroud, so I'm kind of scared at that point. Not that it's that big of a deal, because it's just, 3 little slivers at this point. So he goes ahead and hits me with the Necrotic Sliver, End of his turn, we'll top again. I know, top makes for really slow gameplay. And I see a land tax in there, so now I want to draw land tax instead of the other two. So Transcendence, Caves, land tax. And then during my upkeep, I actually flip top here so that I can gain a life back. And then go ahead, cast land tax, and then top and go below again. So then we just go ahead and pass the turn. And here, I believe he actually casts his commander. Yep. And then he comes swinging in with his indestructible Shrouded Team. I take 5. And then during his end step, I go ahead and top. Oh no, I didn't top. We Ivory Tower, gain, but we stack it, so Ivory Tower and land tax. So we'll go ahead and land tax. Get me up to 7 cards in hand. Get 2 plains and a swamp, I believe. Yep. And then we draw Nefarious Lich. We'll go ahead and play a swamp. Then I make a bad decision here because I had forgot about Necrotic Sliver for a moment, and I cast Idyllic Tutor. So then while I'm tutoring, I'm trying to think, you know, what am I going to get? Because I can't get a combo piece. If I do, Necrotic Sliver will take it off the board. So after some thought, I actually just go with Phyrexian Arena. And then we go ahead and play the arena. So, now, I'm down below 7 cards, but still gain 2. Comes back. Here he swings in with the team. Again, doesn't kill anything, so I'm kind of lucky there. Oh no, he doesn't swing in with his team. He plays Dormant Sliver, and then he's like, oh man, I made a mistake. Yeah, he should have swung in with the team before he played that. But, that was his bad. Lucky for me. So, go ahead, pass the turn back to me. I untap, I stack the triggers, so that'll go Ivory Tower, Phyrexian Arena, and then land tax. And then I go ahead and use land tax, getting me 3 more land. I believe I go 2 swamps and a plains this time. And then we draw 1 from the Phyrexian Arena, which Imperial Seal, nice deal. So go ahead and go to draw. We draw a Karoo. Play the Karoo, returning the plains to my hand. And then I believe we go ahead and Imperial Seal off the City of Brass. And we go for Toxic Deluge here. Because I didn't want him to sacrifice the Dormant Sliver to get rid of anything. So, yeah, we get Toxic Deluge. Goes to the top. We'll go ahead and flip the top. Or we look at the top, and I see Phyrexian Unlife, Vampiric Tutor, and the Toxic Deluge that I put up there. So we arrange it back with Vampiric, Phyrexian Unlife, and Toxic Deluge. Then we go ahead and tap out, or we tap to draw the Toxic Deluge and tap out. And then we go ahead and pair 5 life to Toxic Deluge, wipe his board. Gets rid of the Necrotic Sliver, so I don't have to worry about anything. And then got 10 cards in hand, so I end up discarding 3 lands. Swamp, plains, I think it was, yep. Then goes back to his turn. Plays another land, keeping my land tax going. So he starts building up a board presence again. Drops Sliver Hive Lord, or I'm sorry, Overlord. So come back to my turn. We stack them the same way as usual, so that I fill up my hand. Go ahead and drop another plains. Drop the top. Actually, I didn't land tax because I was getting low, and actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I think next turn I pay for it because he doesn't make a land drop, I think. So then when I do, I don't, and I still don't. Nope, he did make a land drop. So he searches for a sliver. Got Virulent Sliver. Of course, you know that. Now I'm like, oh man, I'm going to get poisoned out of this game. Because I only have one other board wipe in here. So he swings in for 7 damage plus 1 poison. At the end of his turn, go ahead and top. Then we got Vampiric Tutor, Cage Sun, Arid Mesa. So Arid Mesa goes back, Cage Sun goes back, and Vampiric Tutor. And what I should have done here, and because I didn't, I couldn't use land tax because the Vampiric Tutor was on the top. And then Phyrexian Arena, I should have stacked land tax after the arena this time. But I got so ingrained in doing land tax first. So I draw the Vampiric Tutor. Actually, during upkeep, cast the Vampiric Tutor. And we get Damnation, I believe it was. Yep, we draw it. Of course, we're going to go ahead and play our land, and then we're just going to go ahead and Damnation. Get that poisonous sliver off the top, off the board, because I don't want to get poisoned out of this game. It's okay if I say I can poison me out, but no. Not right now. Not part of the plan. So we just keep going, and then his turn. He does not make the land drop here, which is fine by me. Goes ahead and casts his commander again. So come back to my turn, or end of his turn. We'll top again, see what we get, and we've got Psychosis Crawler, Resolute Archangel, and Solemn. So we go ahead and put Angel back first, then Solemn, and then Psychosis Crawler. And I don't tax again, because I know I've got just a few basic lands left. So we draw Psychosis Crawler and Solemn for the turn. We'll go ahead and drop Psychosis Crawler. And then it'll come back to the turn. And we'll drop Solemn. And we'll go get us a Plains. Pass the turn. My 5/5, not as cool as his 5/5 because, well, you know, his is indestructible. So now he's got a Muscle Sliver, so now it's a 6/6. And Fungus Sliver. So now his team's just going to get bigger. He swings in with his Hive Lord. I easily decide, let's go ahead and put Solemn in front of him. Not even going to play it. So we'll draw our card, which was a command tower. And End of his turn, we do not top, and we've reached equal land, so no tax trigger. So got my 7/7 Psychosis Crawler up to an 8/8 with Mirror Universe. Player land. We don't swing with the Psychosis Crawler, or no, we do. And he does not select to block. So at this point, I'm a little worried about what might be going on. I mean, that's 12 damage right there on board. I'm at 21. Not thinking I'm going to get anywhere. Then he casts Brood Sliver. So then he swings in with Team. And I will actually end up taking, you know, the 12 damage, and he gets 3 more slivers. So, you know, just making my life really miserable. Plays a land. At the end of his turn, I Sensei's Divining Top. And looky what we have here. We've got a Scrubland, Nykthos, and Lich. So we go ahead, we put the Scrubland back, the Shrine back, Nykthos back, and then Lich. So we come back, we untap, we're equal in lands, so no more taxing. We draw for the turn, we go ahead, or we draw from Arena, draw for the turn. So now we go ahead and tap 4 black, and then we play Nykthos. Why I didn't play it beforehand, I don't know. And we go ahead and cast Lich. Now, we tap the Karoo, the Nykthos, and the Command Tower, and we cast Repay in Kind. Lich came into play, set my life total to 0. He was 18. Boom. You know, cheesy combo. I know, I get it, but he at least commented here, you know. I said, sorry for the combo. And he actually, it didn't record the his reply. No, it was very cool. So, alright, I hope you enjoy it. Probably be doing more. Talk to you later. Bye.